Welcome to day one of Scraptember, kicking things off with a bold and bright rainbow-inspired layout full of colour and creativity. Let's dive in. I'm Kathy and we're getting Scraptember creative with the Scrappy Sisters. Hit subscribe now and this will give you the chance that you've been looking for to get creative with your scrap. So I'm going to do a black cardstock inspired layout. I love that beautiful paper in beneath this one, and we're going to use it as our rainbow inspiration. As you saw, it's full of bright and colorful flowers, and they are of the colors of the rainbow. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create some peekaboo windows in the layout. I got the idea from somewhere that I saw on Pinterest, and I thought I'm going to give this a go. So what I'm doing here is I'm just measuring a marking of a square where I will use my blade to cut, and now I'm also going to put in a rectangular piece here, and I'm actually going to put two different ones so that I create peekaboo windows on this layout. So as I said, we're playing with Scraptember. We're playing with the Scrappy Sisters. This runs all of the month of September. I'm going to try and do as many as I can. There are some great prompts that we are given, and as I said, September 1st is a rainbow prompt. And the girls have put out these prompts so that you can interpret them any way you want to. So I thought I'd go, as I said, with the bright rainbow colors in the background, and then I actually do add a rainbow onto this layout as we move further forward. So I'm just cutting in the panels that I am then going to roll back. So we're going to roll them up like a peekaboo window. As you can see there, it doesn't, well, ideally you would do it nice and straight, but you know me, this is me. Near enough is good enough. I get as close as I can to being straight, but that's okay. It doesn't really stick out that they're not exactly ruler straight. So I'm rolling up the card here to create my window, as you would say, and I'm just moving it in nice and tight. So I cut off the excess because I don't want it to be super thick. This one too, I'm rolling up into place because I want it to be at the top. Now this one's a little bit different. I want this one to look like I'm peeling back a double-sided piece here. So I'm going to use that scrap of Vicki Boutin in underneath, and I'm also going to use the rest of this scrap to create the rolled window effect. So I'm going to turn it over and just glue this into place, and sticky tape, actually. It's double-sided tape. What am I talking about gluing? I probably should have glued, but I am using double-sided tape. It holds it fairly well. And I'm just trimming down the excess so that when I do the roll, it comes up and it looks like it's all been from a double-sided, not just the plain black cardstock. Now I am putting tape down so that when I roll it, it does hold it in place, and that's allowing it to go up and hold in nice and tight. I put one in underneath the final edge, and that lets that black cardstock sit there. Now I'm going to tape down the panel behind the rolled up patterned one in the middle, because that pattern is different to the paper that I am going to use to mount the rest of this black cardstock onto. Once again, I'm putting down the strip of tape in underneath so that that's going to allow for that stickiness and to make the roll stay in place. And it really does make a difference in holding it in place without all the bulk. Last and final, I'm going to put in the final roll in place before I try to place my photo. And you'll see I play around with the photo placement for a bit, but then I finally come up with a combination that works for me. So I'm just making sure that that holds nice and tight. Now that I've done that, I can now adhere this to the backing that I'm going to use. Now it is a Paige Evans page that I'm putting on the back with those beautiful flowers from her, and I'm going to tell you which one it is, the Blooming Wild collection. So it just is going to sit over the top, and those flowers are going to be part of the peekaboo over there to the right. Now my photo here is of my youngest daughter. we were at Darling Harbour at Christmas time, and she was in under the pylons, and I took this photo, and it's very cute. You know, I take lots of portraits of my children. I like taking the portraits. I take the single photo in the moment. I don't always do the event photos as they're happening, like what they're doing and things like that. I think that the portrait, I like, at that time in particular, I was very into doing the portrait photos and getting them correct, developing and working with light and so forth. So I have a whole lot of single photos of my children, and it's just nice to get them onto pages. They don't have to tell a story. They just need to just be them. So they've got memories of themselves growing up and what they looked like when they were younger. So this is what this one's about, and it's also to capture her spirit. She's just a free spirit, this one. She, you know, she as one of the little tags say in it that I'm going to include, it says no filter. Yep, that's Lily. She will say it as it is. She'll tell you as it is, and she has no filter in that. There you can see that I've added in my rainbow, so that's how I'm interpreted my rainbow for this layout. And you can see that all the little pieces of ephemera that I'm adding are just in the colors of a pastel-y soft rainbow. So I'm just layering them up all over the place. I wanted to use a whole lot of ephemera up. I've got these packs that I've got little bits and pieces all over, so this was a perfect opportunity. I've got a little tag that says yippee, I've got another one that says hello, and then another one that says lol. And then I've got Free Spirited and Follow Your Dreams is the title for this one, which I've tucked down against the photo. And you can see there I've put in an aeroplane, and fingers crossed that she travels lots, because she does love to travel. Put the camera up the top for the photo option, and as I said, that rainbow is down there under that beautiful little tag that says just as you are and hashtag no filter. So I'm just popping in the some foliage to build up those clusters, and I cut that out of that Vicki Boutin paper, as you saw, and that's just popping it all together. And I'm really loving how this is coming together. It's a nice, quick, easy little layout with lots of visual interest, and it really captures her fun-loving spirit. Still got a stash of ephemera to the side, which will turn up in others throughout September, because my goal in September is to use up some ephemera that I have got stacks and stacks and stacks of. So I am adding in some stitched bordering here just to lift that black and tie in the colors. I'm doing it with a pastel colored cream gel pen in the soft coral color, and that's just tying it together. And as you can see, that makes a difference by actually giving the layout a finish. Then I'm going to continue with that down the panels that are like peekaboo panels. Now the rolls do move a lot, so off screen I will add some glue behind them and some weights to make sure that they stay in place, and that's to ensure that that roll just doesn't keep unwinding on the layout. And look how cute this looks. It's so very cute, and I like the idea and the concept of having the peekaboo paper underneath. So simple, effective, has a rainbow, ties in nicely with the theme, I think, for Scraptember. And I'm just adding in my pops of color. I use different colors of the rainbow to set this up, and I am doing it as sets of 3, and I'm putting it in 5 places, so that makes the odds and pleasing to the eye. As you know, I love odds, and if you're new to my channel, you will find out that I always do things in odds, because I really do believe in the Fibonacci number, and I do believe that nature presents everything in odds, and that's why the eye is calm when it looks at it when there are odd element numbers. So putting in here this great thing, you can see that I'm contemplating the next round of pops of color, because I feel it's needing just that little bit more. And I hope that I have done something to earn your thumbs up on this layout. Give YouTube you know, recommendation that you think my content's worth watching. And as I said, if you're new to my channel today, welcome. I'm glad you stopped to watch, and I hope you do hit that subscribe button and keep coming back, because there is always something new going up on my channel. Always a different look and always a different video. I try to always include a different technique or something new to inspire you to get creative. There are going to be loads of people playing along with Scrap Timber. This is a really great hop. There's going to be videos and people with layouts. Go and check out our Instagram accounts as well. There'll be loads of people playing Scrap Timber on Instagram and on Facebook as well. I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to day to watch. As I said, hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing, but it helps me build my channel, and I really want to get out of the 600s. So help me please. If you're new to my channel, give me that thumbs up by giving me a subscribe. Happy scrapping, everybody. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video, which I have right here for you now.